what a CrossFit Games season it's been this year. So let me start out by saying I do not expect you to agree or disagree with me in any of my thoughts. Secondly, I am in the gym that I clean every Sunday, so this might be a new series called In the Box Talks. Something new. So let's start out with CrossFit Open. So the Open was really fun to watch, some really good competitors, and I think that it went pretty well. So from the Open, here's where the first change is. You go to sectionals, and I'm just talking about individuals right now. So sectionals was where the top 10 or whatever from your region can go to sectionals, which is it's basically regionals. And if you get top 5 or something, you go to the CrossFit Games. So I think that's really cool, for one, because it invites more people to the CrossFit Games and it shows you how good you have to be to make it to the CrossFit Games. So that's the start. So once you get to sectionals, you go to the games, and this was a whole lot of people at the games. I think it was 150 people. So that's really crazy for the CrossFit Games. Usually it's like top 40 in the world. So you get to the CrossFit Games and there's cuts. This is where people are either gonna strongly agree or strongly disagree with me. But personally, I really enjoy the cuts. I will admit that earlier in the season, I thought the cuts were dumb. But now, seeing how the CrossFit Games went, I really enjoy the cuts. Some people hate them because, well, it basically eliminates who sucks at CrossFit. And I don't mean suck because they're the top 20 in the world or whatever. But a lot of people were disappointed with the cuts. But it really shows you how fit you have to be to make it to the CrossFit Games. I mean, even if you don't make the cuts, you are still the top 100 fittest people in the world, which is awesome. Awesome. So, cuts wise, I really like. I think we saw a lot of people make it that thought they had a pretty good ego, but really they suck at CrossFit. Not suck, but they're not the fittest on earth. So that was really fun to watch, and I hope they continue to do the cuts, because watching the top 10, the top 5 in the world go head to head in the last couple of events was amazing. So let's go back to the Open and talk about teams. So Rich Froning's team, CrossFit Man Freedom, we obviously knew they were going to win because they were unstoppable. So what was weird is, if you make it top 10 or whatever, or no, you have to go to sectionals. There's no Open for the CrossFit teams. So you have plenty of sectionals to go to, and if you win top 2 or something, you go to CrossFit Games. And then there's cuts just like the individuals, which I thought were pretty cool. So that's enough of cuts. I strongly agree with cuts. Many people do not, but hey, my personal opinion. So, fittest on earth, let's talk about that. Matt Fraser did really good. Noah Olson did really good. I feel like Olson has put in the time and effort to make it to the CrossFit Games and be the fittest on earth. He definitely has the potential, and Matt Fraser better watch out, because Noah Olson is knocking on that door. So Matt Fraser better rip that rear view mirror out and hit full throttle for the 2020 Reebok CrossFit Games season. So that leads me to my next point. Let's talk about drugs in CrossFit. Drugs in CrossFit is not acceptable and will never be acceptable. It's bullcrap. I hate when people use drugs to think they're better than everyone else. If you are not willing to put in the work, get out of here. So there's like 5 people who got caught, and to be honest, I really hope they never get the invite back unless they accidentally took them. So yeah, that basically concludes my thoughts. CrossFit, the Open's right around the corner, so that's gonna be a whole nother video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on CBTV. Don't forget to stay fit.